Time to kick in a little bit. Coming forward. All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Gonna get started alive. You know, still in Dallas. Brothers from Oklahoma, way of California. Gonna give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostle elders, Bishop, the great mill, so much I'll take to the brothers who work for the hopeful elect and the elect most high will. We always say hopeful elect, extend the elect, the Israelite foreigners, hope we are part of that number, and we always give exaltation to those names. Yahweh, he is to be as he exists. Yahweh Shai, he delivers, he that saves, and we need a savior more than ever this time. These are end times, perilous times, things going on, Jacob's trouble on the brink, World War III, and things that consist of prophecy, dealing with the nations, and so forth. We're just going to go into a few scriptures about how serious the truth is, and there's no fun and games. Even though we, have fun, but we already know what it is. The brothers been in for a long time, even the younger brothers, the young elders, even some of the real new brothers, or ones that haven't even got into it or haven't been on the highways and byways. So this is First Peter 2:21. It says, For even hereunto you are called, because Yahweh Shai, that any called Christ Jesus, also suffered for us. Leave us an example that you should follow his steps. And I'm gonna get it what he quoted about. Shall not be about my father's business, King James Version. Luke 2:49. Let's go a little bit before that. Luke 48 says, where I'm, Harag Ban Makaalah, been in it, been going at it, year and some change. We just had a council with the main council in Houston. Uh, so we started 48. And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou not dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. And he said unto them, How is that you sought me? Wish ye not I must be about my father's business? And they understood not the same which he spake unto them. So this is a business. And even when you got people on the side that you deal with, even your immediate family members or even your household, you're more occupied in this truth. This comes first. And women need to understand that too, as wives and so forth. Ain't gonna be hardly no attention for the women. You know what I'm saying? Paul said that. He said those that have wives be like as they had none. So our thing is to be occupied in prophecy, occupied in this truth, And that's the form of being around brethren, being a part of the brethren, part of the council, you know, and part of the presence. The presence is a big thing. Right. And so we get the definition of business right quick. Business definition. You can get in the blue letter real quick. The person's regular occupation, professional trade, line of work, traffic, dealing, proceedings, you know. Business defined as an organization or enterprising entity engaged in commercial, industrial, professional activities. That's late, but like any business, you know, even in the worldly, on the worldly side, they, you know, when you have a business, you have to be on time, you have to be ahead of, you know, your employees, so to speak. You have to organize, prioritize everything, and that's a daily thing. Let your business go belly up, you know. And that's similar to this ministry, you know, and always thinking about the better ways to, you know, uh, contribute to the body to be a better body, even as you examine yourself. It says that popped up yet? Yeah, just you know, I was pulled up at a cruise ship you had, but it I'm another time to do it, father. But the business, you know, I could also put business and people. Says I sock was what I'm reading. I sock business means matter, concern, affair. This is an affair. This is like a basically a love affair. We consider it, you know, and that's what the women on a lot of women. And this ain't about women. I'm just saying that using that as an example because we're women to the Most High. We're Most High's bride. So you know, as well as the woman's supposed to be attentive to a man and supply his needs and be a pillar of rest, we supposed to supply the needs of the brethren. We supposed to supply the rest as you know much and to teach and to use wisdom. You know, always pushing toward Most High by Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh Shai. You know, so um, we have Sophia and you know things of that faith and all that that keeps us grounded. You know, and part of that is counseling too. Part of that is you know report too. And make sure you have a good report to the best of your ability. You know, do things that you would know to be a good report, whether you're in the brother's presence or not. You know, go ahead. This is in Ecclesiastes 5:3. It says, "For a dream coming through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known to the multitude of words." So it's in the Greek. This word business. Psalm 6045. And young. And young. No, yeah. Do you want me to do the other one? No, let me see. So you said that's that. That's one. Yeah, that's one. Okay, that was the Greek word. Okay. Yeah, that's the Greek. Yeah, and I think like going back to the Hebrew, I think it's Isaac. But yeah, Inyan in Hebrew, and what that it says occupation. Occupation, you know. And I'll get to that, which leads to the next scripture. Occupied in prophecy, King James version. It says, Sirach 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, you know, and that's meditation. Meditation, you know, constantly flowing through your mind, you know, meditation, you know, how to, like I said, how to make things better, how to, you know, talk, your communication level, your clarification when you do talk to brothers or when you do talk among people when you go into the society, because we still have to talk to people at the job, you know. You still have to. You can't be like acting like a nigga at your job. You can't be acting like a nigga among brethren. You can't act like no, you know. And niggism is not allowed, you know. And the more you grow as a man, the more you can conduct and people can see you, even for what you do, even if they know you in the truth and they find out, such as your job or whatever, your parents, whether they believe and they come, you know, come against you, oppress you for certain things that we believe in, they still see your conduct and be like, damn, he's still handling his business. He's a man. We really can't say nothing about this guy, you know. Um, it says, and of course, we're not perfect, but you know, we fight to keep good conduct. Conduct. Um, Hopefully, we represent the spirit of the Most High as much as we can. You know? It says, we seek out the wisdom of all the ancient. You know, and that's you know, even with through this book, in this truth ministry, apostles, elders, bishops, you know, bishops, elders on down. You know, seeking out, you know, the listening in council, listening in the conversation of holy men to learn. Even though you think you might got it all together, it's still something you need to learn, man. You know, that you could use and apply even to yourself to become better. You know, nobody's perfect. Everybody got nicks and, you know, you could be sculpted more than, you know, you think, you know, to become that better man. And you always want to show that representation among brothers that's over you or under you, you know, and you'll become, you know, even the younger brothers, they become to where they're getting older, they'll become an elder, and you know, they have to be in the best shape and form spiritually, you know, and somewhat, you know, you would want to do physically to your best to build, but to be a good example, you know, as an elder, you know, good example as a leader, you know, and it's not like you gonna become some Malcolm X figure and all that, but you know, it's still some men, you know, they see you in that light as they may see you in the light as an elder already, you know. So they're watching your every move, you know, how you conduct yourself and how you interact with brothers, how you interact in society, you know. Going into it might just be going into a store, talking to a clerk at the store, talking, you know, you might it might be a couple of brothers that work at the same job, you know, one younger brother, one elder brother, whatever, but it's always a representation of the whole body of the work ministry, you know, and be occupied in prophecy, man. And that's what we do. That's what we talk about. In the all day, every day prophecy, you know, spirit of the Most High, and you know, pressing toward the kingdom, getting out of here, you know, not holding grudges, not being, you know, salty, not being you know, not being dishonest, man. Um, and those are the things, the inner things that our parents don't see. Even some, you know, the wives don't see. They don't really see the inner core ministry, you know. So, you know, who knows what they think? I mean, you know, even our family, they might think we just, you know, like a quarter of the day, we just sit in front of you know, a damn circle and burn incense all day and hum all day and stuff. No, we regular people got regular jobs, you know, we regular brethren, you know, we just the only difference is we got Most High gave us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding book, and we're waiting for the kingdom to come. You know, which is it's not even weird. Like, who wants to live in this Babylonian, this American world, man? Isn't it? You know, even though it's sunny days, even though and people want to get out in the summertime and everybody feels good, it's still a crappy ass place because it is ruled by a wicked ass government. We know that, and it's coming out like that. It's gonna be draconian laws. It's gonna be things that Jake gonna throw Jake off course. Like, damn, a drone followed me home today. You know, some shit like that in the near future, man. You know, Jake, pressing Jake more, pushing him into that hole, controlling him, and with MOTV, man. So we always talk about it. That's our conversation every day, man. In this Bible, every day when we talk among brethren, we're not talking about partying and shit like that all the time or getting boxed all the time. It's about this word, man. Go ahead.
It just says occupation, task, job,
task,
employment.
Employment. We are like employees to the Most High, which is a form of servitude. People don't understand that. Man, I'm employed. No matter how much employment, how much how much you get paid, how important, how entitled you are to a job, or what's your job duty, you still working for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Whether you mopping the floors or whether you are a damn CEO somewhere, man.
It's all for the same body.
Yeah, it's all for the same body, and it's the same respect. So even the elder brothers can't look down at the younger brothers like, yeah, he ain't, he's young, we ain't dealing with you, you know? Or like a boss looking at somebody, yeah, mop the floors, and use that against them. Nah, man. It said meek shall inherit the earth. And Most High is you can use a younger brother, you know, to bring out his word. And then you'll hear the authority, the authority in the spirit when that young brother talk. So, you can't get ahead of yourself and act like you're the macho man, you know, according to rank, But, of course, they got a rank, and elders got a higher responsibility. So, the young man got to take that into account. It says what it says. The younger submit yourself to the elder. Older is the elder.
You also said, be around the elder, be a few words.
Yeah.
Honor. Even back to the Ten Commandments, to honor thy father and thy mother. And the elders is our spiritual fathers.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. I'll get that scripture. You gonna say something else?
Other thing it just said,
that was the Father King James Version. Go ahead.
Other thing it just said, in affair.
Okay. Yeah. Treat elders as a father, King James Version. It says 1 Timothy 5:1, rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren. And nobody's, in this day and age, it's all fucked up. You got little kids talking back to their father, but really, you don't talk back to your father, man. And like I said, some kids they got that liberty, or they inching toward more liberty, and they talk and they ask their father something. If they did have a father in the house, he say no. Father say no, and they go ask the mother the same question, like, nah, the woman is subject to the she's gonna get the same answer I do. I'm the head of the house. You don't ask your mother beside me. I already gave you the answers.
In Babylon,
Yeah, it's all twisted in Babylon.
Men is simping.
Yeah.
Don't want to take authority of the household. That's why a lot of families are broken up now. The woman looks at it like, why I need you? I ain't even taking orders from you. I can do my own thing.
Yeah.
And that's what it eventually ends up to. But that's part of prophecy. The Lord said that he would separate family.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's him joining together a family, two different families, the elect and 2/3.
Yeah,
we just hope to be that number, the elect.
yeah, and women, can be simple. It's simple because hey, you know, they don't believe in the father thing because even their man is like a father. He ain't a real father. I mean, married to a woman ain't your real, you're not a real father, but you got father attributes. That's why they call men daddy sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Orders.
Yeah, they call men that's my daddy and all that. Monique, even though it's more of a ghetto term now, the way she is, it's more in behind curtains when they use those terms. And Monique used it in front of the public, call him daddy and all that. But man, really, your own husband is a father-like figure into you, you know, because he makes decisions and he makes sure like things are operating right and the house, and the finances. Women, hey, they'll spend some money on stupid stuff if you don't be like, hold on, we can't shop. We investing into a bigger house because we got either more children, whatever the case may be. You ain't no time to be buying shoes and use this for vacation. Go to Jamaica, Paris, or something, and take pictures and try to get married and nah, we gotta fix this household first.
And that's the thing about Babylon. They make it to where they idolize it to where it's like feminism has made it to where a woman thinks that she doesn't have to be and she has to be under the rule of her man only if he's doing good. He got his visions and everything working great, all that. If it ain't, if he ain't making as much as she would want to make, then she looks at it like she needs a better man, and that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's going on, man.
Yeah.
Especially if your man like he take care of business 9 to 5, he ain't corrupt in his spirit. He loves his children. Sometimes households don't have children. I mean, especially if you're a younger couple. But you know, a lot of times, I mean, as far as the world, young people want to have fun and shit. Even some people that are on the outside that's not in the truth, they don't get themselves involved in ministry because they still want to have fun and shit. And they want to be free from a construct, or free from a disciplinary factor. You know, and a lot of these, tell you too, a lot of these dudes rather live with their moms that they pops because of that. Like we said, that feminine stuff, that weak. They know their father ain't gonna put up with shit, so they like live with their grandma or their mother.
They don't want to be clinging to the multitude of elders, and that's how. Why a lot of Jake can't come into the truth and actually be engaged in the brotherhood as well, and you know, and like our fun is different than the world's fun. Our fun is being able to fellowship with brothers, talk about Yahweh Shai all day, and actually connect. You can't really connect with the rest of the world like that. And we know that the world was made only for the elect's sake. The hopeful elect is the only one who can resonate with that. That's why it's a big deal to stay occupied in our business, in our father's business.
Yeah, because it's like your father leave a business to you, and he gonna return, or he be like, yeah, I got a mission on the other side of the world, son. So I'll be gone. I'll check in every now and then with the business, but he ain't gonna be checking in with you every day and shit. But you gotta still run that business, and that business go belly up if you don't take care of it as a business, you gotta get if this is whether it's a chicken shop or whatever, small chicken, you gotta get the chickens ready. You gotta make sure the employees are gonna show up. You gotta make sure the tables are set. That it's enough chicken coming through. Who you buy it from, where that type of thing. What traffic getting put in, you got to put the signs out there so people will know to come in. You know, that's kind of remind me of the Highway of Byway. You have the 12 tribe sign out there. You know, the Most High it's a business. Like come in. You know, ushering people in. We got you know we got the table set. You know, you got the hey you you miss one thing and stuff. People be like, where the fuck is my
where the silverware at? I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
even
yeah,
eat.
Well, my meal is not hot. Like, what the, I ordered this 10 minutes ago and it's still not done. Like, what's the problem? So those kind of things, like we're not saying it's ran like the worldly business, but that's some small example. Mark 3:25 it says, and if a house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And that's what we said, going back to how Esau divided the house by separating the man from the woman. The child is in the mix of that and being lied to, and even sometimes from both ends. But it's usually growing up around under his mother. It's just negative talk and gossip and about this man that's your father, and you be just building up negative stuff about him, and they don't, and then you hear this from a little kid. A kid not gonna call his father, or if he do, or if it's some kind of don't talk to your father, like so he don't even get to hear the half of the true part of the story, man. That they leave out, excluded, like what really went on, what really goes on in the household, what really led to that argument to where it was divided and broken. And it's usually because there's no order, and a woman don't want to get in order with the man. You know, these nations have no order really. They got a sense of some kind of establishment to where they make they come together, make decisions, summits, and all that. But according to the law, according to the spirit of the Most High, they out of order, man. And we're gonna put them in order. We're gonna put these nations in order, but we gotta be in order ourselves. We can't inherit the heathen if we're got our shit fucked up. So we telling these heathens, hey, don't do that shit. And it's like you getting on them for adultery, and then, hey, there's judgment now and then, but you committing adultery. That ain't gonna work. You know?
Ultimately, we're condemning them and showing Israel, what not to do. When we come into the kingdom, we will be the heathen nations. They will be ruled with a rod of iron. They're gonna be correction. They're gonna basically be doing what we're doing. And they're gonna do that forever. They're gonna always be trying to stay right with the Most High, but we'll be, immortal. They won't have to do all that trying to make sure that we on point. We just be on point.
Just like a judge, once you go through those lessons and that learning and that what they call it, like a school type of learning method. Name they got a name for it, and you become a judge. You just a judge now. You ain't gonna have to go back to the book, or even a lawyer. I'm just using a physical example. They're just lawyers now. Because they study and the knowledge is there. They occupy their time. Like even some of these things, like if you want to become a doctor, I think it's 8 years. On the worldly side. So we're constantly in this book and learning and examining and things we need to better ourselves on. Lest it be a divided house. And the couple J couples don't even do that. They don't even know what to do and how to figure shit out to become a better household. They don't, prioritizing and all that. They don't know that. They just be out. They just walk out. Like, fuck this shit. And it's usually a woman, like she'll create an environment to where it's so so dramatizing, whatever, filled with trauma. He'd be like, I can't deal with this shit, you know. And you're supposed to be a pillar rest, and we're supposed to be a pillar rest to each other through this word. This is the comforter, you know. What does it say? Also, it says, "House of I should not stand." These precepts that I have, but not real one scripture. I got a scripture. Go ahead.
I got one. I can wait till you.
No, go ahead.
Just going into how you were talking about how the truth is, serious and not a game, and we're going to go through some dire straits. This is Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 11. Starts in 12 points and 12. Because for their sakes I made the world. When Adam transgressed my statutes, it was decreed, now that is done. And then verse 12, it says,
yeah, because people. I mean, the people that don't understand, and even some of these Christians that's waking up to the real truth, they don't understand. Well, what is it all for? Why did Adam fall? Why do we have to do this? Go through this? Why we? Hey, it's almost like a planter. He don't ask why he got to plant his seeds. He loved because he did the produce out of it. That's how he eats. That's how his family eats. No matter how long he got to wait for the rain or whatever. He to go out there and cultivate the land. He go through the process of planting to find the best soil, find the best location for his family, whatever it may be, because he about to get uh, rewarded for that. So I think it's the scripture said a man is good for his labor, whatever. Uh, Same thing as you got to go. It's different if you got to go to a job and you getting it's a hellish job. You mopping floors, you cleaning toilets, wherever it may be, and your boss is on your ass and you getting paid $10 an hour. You be like, this shit ain't worth it, man. But if you're getting paid $30 an hour, you might stay out that job because it's paying the bills and it's taking care of things you need to take care of. So it's a lot of this state of mind. Go ahead.
well, then were the entrances of this world made narrow.
Yeah, it was made narrow for a reason. You don't want everybody to go with you or come to your like the people that come to your house. You don't want a big ass door open and everybody got the keys to your house because you're gonna get robbed. So you gotta men and what the conduct and what type of men that come to your house, soldiers, and and what kind of wife you have. You gotta, man, you gotta examine all that. How can you deal with anybody? So Most High said a narrow path. Go ahead.
Full of sorrow and travail.
Sorrow and travail. Go ahead.
But they are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful.
Very painful. Go ahead.
Verse 13. For the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure.
Wide and sure. But now, even you could set a small example of when you didn't have to worry about too many things when we were younger. You just eat basically you could eat anything. You could drink all kind of water. It was better, of course, a little bit. Then now you have to worry about, we gonna eat poison. I mean, bread defiled among Gentiles, but now everything got poison and shit. Water got poison in the water and all that. You like, damn. They putting estrogen in everything and shit. Now you gotta it's almost like you walking on eggshells. You gotta be careful what door you open, who you meet. Even back then with our women, you hook up with a woman and she wasn't that bad, man. And y'all have a good relationship. Even sometimes when y'all break up, you like, damn, we had a good relationship. We really never argued, but for some reason y'all went y'all separate way. But some people hook back up, but now it's like, damn, that's risky. Any woman you meet is risky as hell today. You know. So now things is just most high is confining things, narrow on things, stuff where you have to be like, make sure you're going through a straight way, You got now it's more, like the transformation of men transforming into fucking women, it's really impossible. But now you got is that a man or a woman and shit, Like back then you didn't have to worry about that shit really. The moles were in the closet, you know what I'm saying? There was women out there, so you just meet a woman. Hook up, hey, now you be like, man, what the fuck is she? Is that a thing or what? Go ahead.
And brought immortal fruit.
Brought immortal fruit, man. So I think righteousness is immortality. We want righteousness on the earth, throughout all the earth, not only in our own homes, but we want it throughout all the earth. You can't rule in righteousness and then have Moab and Elam in the corner and Ishmael in the corner doing their own shit. That's gonna be because they're gonna corrupt the world. They're gonna influence the world. Men travel, men get out, men create railroads and bridges and stuff, and they create boundaries and all that, and they'll push, and they'll push your ass to the side. And next thing you know, Moab is raging war against Judah and Israelites. You're like, what the fuck? I thought we was all in peace. Nah, they plotting, man. These nations are plotting. They want that superpower. You know, they ain't gonna be. They want to be over America. You know, they might like kumbaya sometimes or in these meetings drink champagne together, but they want that superpower, man. You know, that we want more of the power because we can't win with our physical, these frail ass bodies. We need spiritual. They got military might out there, man. That's what Jake don't understand. He think he living in, Esau give him a backyard to play in, but you still at his house. These slaves, these old slaves, when they was house Negroes, they thought they was in a better position. Yeah, but Master's talking about he gonna give us a certificate of freedom. This is the way we gotta, work our way up so we can be accepted, so we won't be in slavery no more. Well, you still enslaved. To this day, you still enslaved. That's what it says in Baruch. Yet this day in our captivity. And if Jake don't understand that, he's not going to ever try to get his life right in a way to where, this ain't working. We need something better than this. And it's in the Bible. Because the Most High, it's of Yahweh Shai. That's the Yahweh Shai said he's the Alpha and Omega. He's the head, guy as a representation. It says he came in an express image of his father. His father, not his mother. This is, we're not male. They make up words about toxic masculinity, male chauvinist and all that. That comes from feminist, man. When you have authority in your house, male toxicity, whatever.
Toxicity.
Yeah, toxicity. Like just because you tell your kid, lead your household, tell your kid what to do, tell your wife, she's y'all both in a meeting or something, she just speaks out. I'm talking about on the worldly side. She just speaks out. I think, well, hold on. Uh, express image. Express image, King James Version. It says Hebrews 1 and 3. So Hebrews 1 and 3, it says, Hebrews 1 and 3. Okay, I'll start it. Yeah. Okay, it says Hebrews 1:1. God, who at sundry times and in divers manners spake in the past to the fathers by the prophets. That's how Most High speak, to his prophets, servants, because we're speaking his word. It's not our words. We're not, we don't make these things up. Babylon gonna be destroyed. America, modern day Babylon. That's the mysteries given into the prophets. That's not something we made up, you know. Because at one time you thought you could make it in America, like what I'm saying, like get a wife, children, get a nice house, that American dream shit. But then you find out like, damn, things being exposed. You like, shit, America, this ain't a good place to be, to live out your dreams or whatever. Some niggas still want to live out the American dream. So don't act like hell, all vocab and all that. Don't act like y'all don't got enough Christians and Negro Christians to be happy to live in this happy world. They y'all can laugh to whatever it comes, and y'all still gotta. Hey, how many Christians is it? It's like millions of Christians. Y'all should be satisfied with the feeling of your house. We don't have anything. So I mean, we got church and ministry. I'm just saying, compared to this world, y'all still doing good. It says, "Hath in the last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he had appointed the heir of all things, by whom also he made the world. Who being in the brightness of his glory and express image of his person." Yeah. That you don't want Yahweh to come down. You can't. How you gonna require of his presence? You see the Son. He says, when you see me, you see the Father. And then Jake don't want to deal with certain disciplinary factors in men in the world, and they go their own way. As soon as these disastrous things come, they don't even know what to do and shit. They watching the news and waiting for Esau and to tell him where to go and what's the best thing you could do to go for shelter. And in extreme events, their houses is broken. It got washed away. It got blown away. Now they be like crying out to the government like, we need housing. Yeah, it's basically you butt naked, you on Front Street again without shit. And you gotta talk to these insurance companies. You gotta talk to house owners or whatever. I got I'm a citizen, and my disaster came, and I need shelter. Got to go to them homeless facilities or whatever. Like when the Hurricane Katrina thing came, they had to provide housing for them. A lot of them came to Oklahoma. You know, a lot of them, they set up shelters and for the, for those that were affected by that event. So in those times in Jacob's trouble, you got to call on the Most High. I mean, ain't nobody really gonna be able to help nobody. Man. It's gonna be bad to where 911 is gonna be out of order. The ambulance is not gonna be on this. People gonna be robbing them ambulance so they can get away from other dangers
or to obtain supplies and medicine.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And they gonna be robbing. You know how they went up and robbed the medical. They're like some of the Walgreens stores and all that. They'll rob and take all the medicine. They ain't robbing money. They robbing the medicine.
Which is real like material like the gold, silver, silk, water. That's real money, resources.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna go back. It's gonna go back to the natural resources, and then that's when they're gonna pull this AI shit because the natural resources, Jake ain't gonna know what to do with that. But it's a lot. Just like they got the survival of the fittest, they got the home thing, home remedy type of things to survive. How to make fire, how to make You know, how to make a weapon in case you defend yourself from beasts out there. They had the one video a wolf just rolling down the street, like I mean, running down the street full speed, looking for his pack, like he ain't even in his environment and shit. You know, it's gonna be beasts in these streets. You know, tigers, lions, bears, and all that. Cause they gonna migrate. They gonna be going. Some of them gonna be smelling blood and shit like oh, cause there's gonna be dead bodies in the city. You know, so you gotta be in the mind of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is he's a spiritually militant, you know, expression. Also, Lord, it says Lord is a man of war. This is so you're gonna have to in a war situation, man. You have to make war, decisions. You know, you might have a family, and there be beasts out there, and somebody just got attacked by a bear. You be like, damn, should we go out there? We can, go to that other place. Hey, let's hold on for another night. You know, how we gonna eat? Well, you know, we're gonna just hold your stomachs. You know, and it's ultimately got to be the Most High with you, because men are gonna be panicking that day, man. It says fear, men fearing for what is coming upon the earth. It says what was that? Yeah, back in Hebrews, and we don't got too many more scriptures. There of all things by whom also he made the world, that plural. So that lets you know it's more than one world. Who being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, which he had by himself purged our sins, sat down on the right hand of the majesty on high. You know, uh, being made so much better than the angels, also he had by inheritance obtained more excellent name than they. And that we're gonna Most High will have an excellent name. The elect is known as the elect. You know, the prophets are known as the prophets. You know, that's a different position than the common man. Our job don't know we prophets. Our job don't know we know the breakdown of Revelation. And even if they knew that we taught, they don't know that we get deep into the mystery and the history and about Rome, about Greek. They don't know we know those things, and they'll never be talked about at the job because nobody cares about that. Like it's some kind of, nobody. It's a lot of Christians don't even know about Greek and Rome and the Bible. I mean, they do that old New Testament thing like Jew Greek, but they don't know about the Greek Empire. They don't know about the Hellenistic age. You know, and then when you go into it, they be lost for words. Like, damn, I didn't even know the Bible was a history book. Of course they took the Apocrypha out, which contains a lot of history. But they don't know that. They just think the Bible is a book you pick up and you look for Jesus in there, and then you look for his words and some of the things he did, and be grateful you're alive and be blessed. That's not all what it is. You gotta go through bitter times. You gotta the bitter strange, the perilous times. You gotta know what to do. Have that mind state and have that spirit of we at war. The World War III is in the scriptures. What Russia is doing now is in the scriptures. What all these nations, what they're doing now is in the scriptures, and they don't even know that. They don't even know Moab, who Ishmael. A lot of them know who Ishmael is, but Moab, Elam, Ishmael, they don't even know about these other nations and how it applies to this day. So you don't learn nothing in those churches and those schools, man. Because if they did, they would know about this book. This is the primary book of the earth. This is the basically the manual to this earth. coming from the heaven. I mean, Most High is a spiritual power, and His Son, the angelic power, along with the rest of the 144,000, and they made the earth and all that. You don't think they got to give a manual to it? You know, because what if, like, you teach your son, hey son, I give you the crops, I give you the field of this world, I give you this, you know, and then you give him all the directions and things of, well, you got to do this. He gonna be like, all right, what did Pop just say? You know, like he gonna forget a lot of that. So no, son, when I'm talking to you, write it down. So when you know, you can remember, you can go over it, and you can teach your children how to do it. They can come, it'll be just normal for them. You know, it says, for unto the angel said he at any time, for unto which of the angels said he at any time, thou art my son, this day I have begotten thee. And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. Again, he bringeth in the first begotten into the world and said, let all the angels of God worship, you know. So Yahweh Shai was a prime example. And it says even endured as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. We got to follow his footsteps. He was acquainted with grief. He went through those temptations, those common things of men. You know, he wasn't on his high horse, high seat, like he didn't have to go through nothing. He drunk of his cup, filled his lot, even as Solomon, you know. We're hearing a lot of us being around during Solomon and who we were. Coming back into this day. A lot of us may be paying for stuff that, whatever the case. So the thing is to get through it, man. You know. Let me go ahead and get that. Do as a good soldier, meaning that we're in an army, man. Endure good soldier, King James. You got any more scriptures? Start to close up. Second Timothy 2:3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. It says Jesus Christ, but they never equated. They never. Nobody knows Yahweh Shai was nobody knows the soldier in the war mind in the scriptures. Christians just go there, sit down on the pews and on the soft seats, and then listen to a sermon for 2 hours or more, and they go home. And they don't even go home in a war state of mind. You know, it says no man, and we don't war with physical carnal war. So we're not talking about go home, get swords and shit, have them on the highways and byways, everybody strapped up. No man that warreth and taking himself with the affairs of this life. Because the affairs of this life, we talked about the affairs of the business of this life, the trafficking of this life, which consists of being attached to it, going out all the time, a drunkard in the streets, a drunkard every day, party every day, attending to women every day. You know, go to your job, you already got 5 or 10 friends at your job, and it ain't your real friend. They ain't on the world ending. They're not on a wicked society going down. They're not on conducting themselves as best they can in a spiritual way, working on themselves, wanting to be, immortal, wanting to be a part of that number. They ain't striving for that. They ain't working toward that. They just thinking like, hey, when I have children, and then I want to be the best grandfather or whatever to my grandchildren, and he's only 30, 40, 30 or 40 cents. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dude, we ain't gonna be around that long. I can speak as a man on that, but most I say definitely shorten the time for the elect's sake. No man worth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. And that's another thing. Most High chose us. We didn't choose ourselves. So when Most High chooses you, he's definitely gonna form you and shape you. So a lot of those trials and tribulations coming from the Most High, because He want to chisel you and shape you into a better man. He chose you as a soldier in this army. You know, it ain't like that army and it's similar things, but you know, um, if you choose just like a man choosing a woman and he busts inside a woman and he have children, those are his children. And when they grow up under him, he like, he teach them how to build a house, not the common man today of America. A lot of fathers don't know how to do that. And Shalom on the comment board, brothers and sisters, whoever's tuning in. But that's what you teach your son, uh, how to work on a car, so he won't have to depend on a damn system to fix his car. He could do it himself, or depend on the system. And you got to in a way because they rule the world. But that's why apostles always talk about getting into a trade. But however you do your business, make this the primary business. Then the business of the world that we have to tap into a little bit on the matrix side, you take care of that business. But this is the top business right here. But if you just enter the scriptures heavy and you think you on your game, I'm speaking humbly, but and you have a camp, but you don't have no house to go to, or you don't have no car to pick a brother up in, or whatever. There's no construct. You got to work. You got to bring some kind of money in so you can feed, so you can supply needs of the house, you know. But of course, it's spiritual. It's we work on spiritual terms, but you got to have some physical supplies, you know. Like Yahweh Shai, he said, "What are we going to hold Passover like?" You know, meet me at this city in this city, you know. So however you get there, and you be in that city and you converse and talk among brethren. But they supply a home for y'all to sit down, do a sit down, communicate and all that. You know, it's just certain things like that, man. So endure as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. So we're soldiers in the army. That's what a lot of these women need to understand. We're not just going, camping, going, in our houses looking at the wall or just reading the Bible and then supposedly we we're soldiers. Soldiers really hardly get to spend time with a woman because they occupy in what they have to do, you know. So you're not going to be in war and then on a cell phone with your woman while they're shooting guns and bullets and bombs and shit, you know. But when you do have that downtime, that's when you chill with your woman a little bit. Then you get back. Then you get back into the war. So it's similar, man. And Most High willing, we endure, like it says, endure to the end. Same shall be saved, and endure among the brotherhood, in the brotherhood, the presence. Endure when we're traveling, you know, meetings and councils and all that. And that's why we came. I mean, that's why we came to Houston, Dallas, Houston, because that's a form of, hey, like, hey, however you get there, know, and don't avoid or try to avoid the work in his ministry, man. You got to be involved and doing your videos, do your report, check in, those type of things, you know, and it should be a smooth ride otherwise, you know. So and it's not easy because especially when you just come in and you a young person, you just come in. Your family, it's always that conflict between you and your family, your mother, your father, whatever situation you're in, your wife. and y'all might have to. Hey, she might split. She might say, "I'm out. I don't agree with you." And y'all grew up. I mean, it's basically y'all was. I've been a couple for like 5 years and 6 years. Y'all got kids together. He just can't do it. Like damn. So it's a conflict there. You know, it's not easy. So or your job or whatever. So you gotta be ready for those things. It says when you come to the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. And we've been through it. A lot of brothers had that experience, and as a testimony, and even a testimony to this very day, they still going through things. The ones that have been in for a long time, it never gets easy or easy where you're able to lay back. This brother's been in apostles still going through stuff. So hey, it's just a part of the walk, man. So we out of here, and once we out of here, we ain't gonna have to worry about this shit no more. That's the thing about it. That's why we're pressing toward the mark. We're being delivered. Because once we're delivered, it's all what do you say? It's all cake from there, baby. I have to worry about shit no more. So that's our thing. That's why we talk about it all the time. But anyway, hopefully it was edifying. Hopefully, like all the brothers, sincere brothers, all across the world are enduring to the end. And whatever troubles they come, if they're sincere brothers, whatever troubles come upon them, that they'll work it through, work it out through Hawaii Shai, through the rest of the brethren and their wives and their family, if they're in the hopeful elect circle too. Because women are important too to this ministry. As a hopeful elect women, they're important too. They provide for the household. They're put a little rest to the man. They take care of the children, things that the man needs, and that's really important, man. We don't knock that at all. When we talk about the black woman, we're talking about the black woman out there ratchet, twerking, showing her ass, occupied in fucking clubs and all that, busy bodies, gossipers and all that. If you're not that, then we're not talking about you. So y'all gotta get that black woman, that y'all black women out of your head. You're an Israelite woman that's love this ministry, to love the Most High, His Son, if it's so it be. But anyway, to the next time, Shalom and Tawada for the hospitality in Dallas and Houston. Love you, brothers. Y'all, brothers open their homes up as we travel, and we're gonna do the same for y'all anytime y'all come. The LA brothers, anytime y'all come through, anybody that comes through, it's an open up, it's a brotherly carpet laid out for you. We're gonna provide as much as we can, the courtesy and supply whatever y'all need. So it's the same love. So we greatly appreciate that. Anyway, gonna once again give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash. Barak Shai Daban, to the elders, bishops, great men, stone, Masate, to the brother, teach word for the leg. It's gonna be the leg most high will. Till we out of here. Do it to the end. Most high will. Shalom. Shalom.